find a way. And you know I'm not crazy.
Well, I guess it's everybody good. What is something unique you've experienced during childbirth?
How do I rephrase this? This is why when I ask you to write down questions, just write it down when I should read it. It's not. And it's not. And if the way we write it down, if we change, we can shift it. And I can shift it together. That's okay. But like if I say, hey babe, can you write this down? Like just write down what I said right now.
You said.
It's not.
I must have really bad hearing.
No, it's not bad hearing. You had a lot of pride and you wanted to write it down your way. Yeah, you do it all the time, and now we're having an argument on live stream. Because I'm not going to let it go because it just makes me look bad. I'd rather be an a-hole than be paranoid.
I'm going to trust you.
I'd rather look paranoid. It's not that I'm trusting me. You're willing to admit it, we're not on screen. Are we going to do this live? I'm doing it live. I'll do it live. And it's not abuse. That is me being done, taking everyone else's crap, including yours. I am done.
Okay.
I will tell them what I'm going to tell you. Okay. So I will break up with you.
Okay.
I am finished. Being lied about, being lied to, being lied for by everyone else. I'm an honest guy.
Bullshit.
I'm up for myself. And it's the only thing happening.
I will admit that I do things like that sometimes, and if I did it this time, I don't consciously remember it.
Okay.
But I believe that I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a good liar to most, but the people who know, they know. And I'm going to leave it at that. That way we'll follow our day. Because it's not worth proving to everybody else who's not going to see it. I'm going to move on my day. Alright. What do you got next?
Question.
Yep. Oh, that was a question. Okay. So the question we had was about childbirth. So, what is it as far as childbirth, if you've experienced it either as a man who was present with a woman, or, a woman with a woman, or a man with a... Is that a thing yet? Do men have babies yet?
What?
Do men have babies yet?
For fuck's sakes, come on.
Okay. Childbirth. Is there anything about it that you're familiar with that has been unique for you as an experience? Not necessarily just that you birthed the baby, but if you were there for the experience, is there anything about it that totally blew your mind that you did not expect? That's the question. I ain't playing this game no more, and it's not abuse. I'm done with the game. Because it's my life on the line, not just my name anymore. You'll be okay no matter what. I will.
Wow.
You'll be with me, or be honest.
I want to record what you're saying next time, because if I am doing that.
Okay.
Yes.
No.
Okay, no.
No, I would not try to build the lie out any further. I'd probably just drop it, because all you're doing is making me look worse.
Okay.
And I want to let myself look worse for you. You're using every factor you have, your age, your gender, all of it, and then when you're off screen, you're extremely intelligent. You come on screen, you're dumb. Alright? And that's clever, not smart. That's called being clever. That's not being smart. It's not a healthy behavior. And if you're having this conversation on live stream, but I'm pushed past my limits. So my only next option is to break up. And I'm really, really, really trying hard not to do that. So I'm afraid I'm not using it against you. I want to be with you. But it's not worth really.
Well, I guess it's everybody good. What is something unique you've experienced during childbirth?
Childbirth. Is there anything about it that you're familiar with that has been unique for you as an experience? I have a little story for you. And this is something that I've been working through, as most of you know, is just delusion and PTSD. So you see my little shiner here. Believe it or not, that is from a spoon, and I did it to myself on accident. Caitlin and I were in an argument, and she had said something that I thought she meant one thing, and she meant something totally different.
but because of repeated experiences for years of being treated like I'm not even human, I took those words and I thought she meant something different. And I slammed my head down in disbelief, and I practically poked out my own eye with a spoon, with the other edge of a spoon. And she had laughed, and that made me go off even more, right? And I yelled. And not the way that I used to, but it was still just not good. And I took myself back after that argument because
see how she looks.
I had been so loud that I bothered our neighbor. And in the past, I don't think on the bad guy anymore.
I don't.
If it means I find out whether or not this is love, well then good.
I don't want anyone here to think that I am a victim.
Too late. Katie, you need to understand your actions and consequences. You are already viewed as the victim. Painted in their brains, you will not change it. Not overnight. You literally cannot have a frickin' freak out and then 2 seconds later say, please don't look at me as a victim. You just sound like a victim. You sound like someone who's brainwashed. You're painting that picture. And I'm willing to let that picture be painted, which only makes me look insane.
Okay, here's what's really going on if you guys do not have the ability to perceive what is actually going on. Is that...
But it's not that they don't have the ability, it's that we're on screen.
Yeah.
We're on screen, so it looks not real. Or it looks less real than it is. Or something.
I've been working through on my own and with Jim being more honest and saying, taking responsibility for my own actions, my life. Sorry, I just cried a lot.
Looking for more attention. Katie, you are officially attention seeking.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, baby! You have an ability to not make me look bad. Babe. Thank you for saying it to them before you said it to me. You ask for humble pie, you get fed humble pie. And we both have humble pie. I love you too. I love you too. But am I just supposed to say it first because I'm the man? That doesn't sound like equality. Just because I forgot and I have everything on my plate. But I'm going to ring you out for it? No. Obviously, happy Valentine's Day, baby. I love you. We're going to learn to love each other better every day. Ready? Okay. Okay, careful with that. Alright. You'll get a little bit in here. Now learn to love each other better every day. Every day.
Or I'll end up beating my own mother. And, that's who I am. You can judge me. Katie and I, actually, believe it or not, when I hit Katie, it was in self-defense. It was. I'm telling you the truth, it was. It was self-defense for me. In my brain, it was self-defense, which makes it was self-defense. It was, I built this is my kingdom, this is what I'm trying to do. I feel like you're attacking what I have and who I am. Like, when someone attacks my platform, it feels like they're attacking me.